Welcome to another episode of Why Do They Keep Changing the Title of Edge of Tomorrow? I'm Skylar Caleb, and this week you're going to hear an interview that I did with Daniel Weiss, who's a conspiracy theorist, or, well, I guess he likes to say a conspiracy truthist, I think. Anyway, he had some interesting ideas about why Warner Brothers just keeps changing the name of this movie. Not sure I agree with all of them, to be honest. I mean, I try to be polite and everything, but got a little bit strange. Anyway, nice guy. We talk about, what we always talk about on this show every week, which is why the title of this movie just keeps changing from first All You Need Is Kill, and then released in theaters as Edge of Tomorrow, then released on DVD and video as Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. And we know there's going to be a sequel now called Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat. This episode is brought to you by LegalZoom. 15 years dedicated to improving access to quality legal care for everybody. Visit LegalZoom.com. All right, enjoy the episode.
What day is it? This isn't the first time that we've had this conversation.
Welcome to the show, and thank you for joining us. This is Daniel Weiss I'm sitting with here.
Hi, thank you for having me. It's so nice to be inside.
Well, thanks for coming. Now, one of our interns found you, I guess, a couple weeks ago, because you've got some really interesting theories. I don't want to say conspiracy theories. Is that okay to say conspiracy theories? Or?
No, they are conspiracy truths.
Conspiracy truths.
Yes.
Okay. And
See, I'm a conspiracy searcher.
Searcher. You search for conspiracies, or you search for the truth?
Well, conspiracies are all around us. You don't have to do much searching, but I am searching for the truth in those conspiracies.
Okay. I guess we're all searching for the truth, especially when it comes to why they just keep renaming this movie. So I know that some of the theories that they found that you have are, well, they're all fascinating. I'll just let you dive into it.
Well, first off, thank you for saying so.
Sure.
There are a lot of baristas who would not agree with you. But yes, so the first one is a very simple one that I dug up pretty early in my research, is that they felt that foreign markets wouldn't necessarily enjoy the original title of the movie, Edge of Tomorrow. So they changed it to Live, Die, Repeat, so you knew exactly what it was, because in Japan, they don't have a word for edge.
Okay. So, and then they wouldn't be able to even enjoy it. I feel like most people in Japan know English fairly well, right?
You would think so, but that's only the Japan that we really see in movies and film. If you actually go to Japan, they speak another language completely.
Is that so? Yeah. Is it called Japanese?
One would say so, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's an interesting theory. Maybe it was just based on the Japanese market is big. I know the Chinese market is even bigger. Do you know if they have a word for edge in Chinese, or Mandarin, I suppose?
Well, yeah, it is Mandarin, yes. Funny enough, they do have a word for edge, but they don't have a word for of.
Okay.
So it made it a lot easier, again, to change it to Live, Die, Repeat.
Okay. Well, interesting. Okay. This honestly, it doesn't sound that outlandish to me. This sounds...
This is just a surface theory, which, of course, we all know is false.
Right. We do?
Yes, of course.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that this was what you were positing to us.
Oh, no, this would be what we call a surface theory. This is what they feed to us, but us searchers actually know not to stop at the first door, or else you'd be in a pantry.
Oh,
You
sure.
have to keep going to find the basement, and the basement is where the truth usually is hidden.
Okay. You don't live in a basement, do you?
No, that would be nice though. But the one that we posit to be maybe holds a little more truth is Emily Blunt, big star of the movie, big star in her own right.
Sure.
So she had a child. She was pregnant during the shooting and had a child, Hazel Blunt, born February 17th, 2014. Now, the movie was released June 6th, 2016, or 2014, pardon me. See where I'm going with this?
Yes, yes.
So what most people don't know, but I found some certificates that I have right here. If you look in some of the literature that I have, Hazel Blunt's full name is Hazel Edge of Tomorrow Blunt. Legally, Emily Blunt owns the name of Edge of Tomorrow.
So you're saying that because of this, maybe they would have had to pay her more? Or,
correct.
Okay.
It's all about pay and more so power. So what the studio did is they decided, instead of going into a long, arduous, month, year, decade-long battle in the legal system, you at home can't tell. I use that in quotes, but it's inferred.
Sure.
Is to just change the name completely.
Okay.
To live, die, repeat.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Well, that's what they would like for you to think.
So I guess it technically becomes a different name, and then they don't have to pay her as much at that point?
Correct. Because unless they find some sort of literature, which I have tons of, saying that she is Hazel, live, die, repeat, Edge of Tomorrow, Blunt, Krasinski, then they would have some ramifications. But at this time, that has not surfaced.
At this time, okay. I'm gonna just submit to you that that's gonna be unlikely.
And you're a smart person for saying that, because obviously that is just the cellar door. But we haven't found the actual closet door in the cellar that holds the truth.
Okay. So you have more on this?
Of course I have more on this. Here, if you flip to page 507.
Okay. They gave me like the PDF, so I don't have, let me
luckily I have my literature everywhere that I go with me.
Yeah.
As you can see here, the true male star of the film, Thomas Dolby Cruz, was shooting this film and then immediately went to Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, that's correct.
So you see.
I'm sorry, I see what?
Okay, obviously I'm going to have to explain it to you.
Okay.
So Rogue Nation, nay, is the real true name of Thomas Cruise. See, everybody gets caught up in this whole Xenu Scientology, but I'm not buying it. I know the truth that, in fact, Tom Dolby Cruz. Yes, I don't use his formal name anymore because I'm exposing the truth that Thomas Cruise is, in fact, Nay Flarber, who is, in fact, yes, you guessed it, a scorpion man from the center of the earth.
Okay, all right.
I mean, we all see it. Yeah. He's not fooling anyone.
I would say he's fooling some people, if that's true.
Well, those people aren't properly opening their ocular channels, because it's very obvious that he is from an ancient clan 3 million years old that is infesting our universe just to get their spores out there to really reclaim what was properly theirs. And he used Scientology in the same way that R. Kelly used Trapped in the Closet to make all of us forget about his urination trial that was going on. In the same way we think Tom Cruise is crazy, it couldn't possibly get crazier. He is a scorpion man, people. Open up your ocular eyes.
Please don't bang on the desk.
Oh, does this upset you when I bang on the desk?
It's just not personally. It's just the engineers always have to edit it out. And
well,
stuff.
I apologize. Those people are saints and they do the Lord's work.
Okay, so let's say for a minute that the Scorpion Man thing is right. You're my guest. I'm not gonna say that sounds batshit. So if that was true, what does that have to do with the name change?
Aha! My boy, you are asking the correct questions.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's what the whole show is about, so.
Well, and I appreciate you for it. See, the whole point, Edge of Tomorrow, Tom Cruise signed up for a movie called No Way Can Do. Nobody else knew that. Then, when they released it as Edge of Tomorrow, he started to get suspicious because the Scorpion cult, which is the seventh circle of the Scorpion men, is, in fact, the Tomorrow Edgers. He thought, okay, they're on to me. So he made it his duty to make Rogue Nation, putting a call out to the other Scorpion man in Hollywood, again in quotes. And they changed the title, but for legal reasons, they couldn't yet get it to be just Live, Die, Repeat. But, as we all know, colons often get lost. So it'll disappear, and forever we will know as this great movie, Live, Die, Repeat, and Edge of Tomorrow will be gone, and the cult of Tomorrow's Edge, no one will be the wiser. Except for me.
And then now, obviously, the sequel is going to be called Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat.
As far as we know, yes.
Yeah. And that's just all fills into this same idea, I suppose.
Well, it does, because as you can see, why wouldn't they call it Edge of Tomorrow 2, Live, Die, Repeat, Repeat?
Mm-hmm.
It is just Live, Die, Repeat, Repeat. Or, as my sources tell me, Live, Die, Repeat. Huh?
Now, when you said sources, I noticed that you pointed to several different spots in the room where no one is standing. Would you like to elaborate on that? Or
no one that you can see is standing. See, okay, Skylar, let me put this out there for you, and I apologize to everyone out there who's going to have to clean up the people's whose minds are about to be blown all over the place. But I have, in fact, found my way to the Elzar dimension. You know, obviously, we all know about it. And so I was able to breach that gap, to bridge it, you may say. So I brought some of the Elzars into the oblong universe, which obviously is ours. I don't have to explain that to all of you. And some of the Elzars are helping gather sources for us, and that's where we are getting this information from.
That's super informative. Thank you. Now, one thing that we'd like to do before we wrap up is just ask just your general opinion. All things being equal, would you prefer the title Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, and Repeat, or the original title that the novel was, All You Need Is Kill, which the movie was supposed to be called originally? And how has this name change, this endless name change that this movie is going through, affected you personally?
Well, thank you. Personally, I feel that it should be. It was better at its original title, which is No Edge is Blunt.
Mm-hmm. I'm not aware of that.
Well, of course you're not aware of that. But that was the original title, which I preferred myself.
Now, was this before or after they got Emily Blunt on, or was that just a coincidence?
It was at literally the exact same time.
Wow.
So the writer of the film hit save at the exact time that Emily Blunt was signing her contract.
Interesting.
In two separate areas of the same room. Coincidence?
Well, if they're in the same room, I'm going to say
right, exactly. Exactly. So, to answer your second question, I have been up nights and weeks just going crazy over this because as you all know, I just want the truth to be out there. I am searching for it.
Mm-hmm.
So if they had the original title, everyone would know.
So you're going to go with the original title?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for coming in today, Daniel. Is there anywhere that we can tweet at you or?
Oh yes, actually, you can get me at It's Daniel Weiss on the Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Going along with all of my research, I am currently also vying to be the new spokesperson for Mountain Dew, so you can reach that campaign there. Also, please check out my fan fiction blog. It's tumblr.com, TUMBLER. It's an offshoot of the original Tumblr.
Okay.
So tumblr.com/cooler than ice.
Cooler than
And this is my it's my fan blog of the movie Cool as Ice from 1991, starring Vanilla Ice, as we all know.
Mm-hmm.
It's as most of us out there have wondered, what would happen to Johnny and Kat after? Well, come to my site and you'll find out. And I can tell you, my friends, they do more than just slinging schlongs. That's a fact.
Great. Well, that sounds like a really cool fan fiction site. Thanks so much for coming in. It was
thank you for being enlightened.
I guess I was very enlightened. I'm not sure if I fully subscribe to all of your theories.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure, and I hope to be inside again soon.
Great. And thank you to the engineers and the call screeners for making all this work. You guys do a great job.
Is this the exit, or can I put my pants back on, or is that like once I leave the door?
Oh, no, you can do that now.
This is not the end.